All right. Namaste, everyone. So we are ready to go with the study session. Today we are on page number 62. So we are doing the book study of this book, which is The Secrets of Karma. And we are trying to understand the laws of karma, the rules of karma in a better way. So this particular chapter, this particular key is a little big. It's about 4 pages. So let's see how much we can do of it. Uh, So if you don't have the book, that's all right because we'll be reading the entire thing page by page, line by line. But if you can get the book, then I will suggest you do get it because it's a very nice book to have. Okay. So the topic today is the three monkeys. Okay. So speak no evil, see no evil, hear no evil. So this is a very nice, cute picture. I like to show it to you all if you don't have the book. So these are the three monkeys who are there with us today in our session. So one says, I'm not going to say anything evil. One says, I'm not going to see anything evil. And the other says, I'm not going to hear anything evil, which is quite common. We are taught that गांधी जी के तीन बंदर, right? हमें बचपन से सिखाया गया कि गांधी जी के भी तीन बंदर है और गांधी जी के भी यही उसूल रहा करते थे. So Mahatma Gandhi's three monkeys conveys great lessons of karma. You can make much progress in your material and spiritual lives by practicing these precious teachings. Speak no evil teaches you not to speak anything negative or unwholesome. While negative words deplete your energy, talking ill of others not only depletes your energy but makes you incur bad karma as well. The defects in others that you often criticize karmically get connected to you and over time become part of yourself. However, you may talk about the faults of others or politely condemn the flaws in any system to help people recognize and overcome their shortcomings. You will find good results by blessing people having any weaknesses using the guidelines in chapter 5. So before we move on to the next one, let's discuss this. Speak no evil. Evil यानी के भूत प्रेत नहीं. हाँ, हम लोग बहुत बार सोचते हैं evil यानी से भूत प्रेत होता है. वो नहीं. कोई भी बुरी बात, कोई भी नेगेटिव बात. I'll give you the smallest and the biggest example of this. Roughly, the smallest example could be, oh, I am an idiot. बहुत बार हम लोग खुद गलती करते हैं और बोलते हैं मैं बेवकूफ हूं क्या, मैं पागल हूं क्या और मैं पागल हो जाऊंगी. This is the smallest example that I can give you. Even try not to say such lines because anything you say creates a thought form, creates an energy, it creates karma. Now, if you're talking about yourself, it is self energy. If you're talking about somebody else, if say for example my son or my daughter is constantly jumping around, playing around and say, you monkey, come here, or you monkey, sit down, or why are you behaving like a monkey, बंदरों की तरह नाचते कूदते रहते हो सारा दिन घर में. Whatever we say has karma, has energy. So we are not aware, but we are putting the energy of a monkey into the son or the child, into the daughter. वो हमेशा कूदते रहने की, मंकीज की जो भी आदत होती है वो धीरे धीरे उस बच्चे के अंदर जाएगी because every word has energy. Remember that. So this is the smallest example I could give you. Now big examples, of course, speaking lie, manipulating the truth, किसी का घर तोड़ने की कोशिश करना by negative talk, किसी के घर में आग लगाना बातों से. हाँ, नॉट घर में ले जाके लिटरली आग लगा देना. बातों से किसी के घर में, किसी के रिश्तों में आग लगाना. ऑलरेडी हस्बैंड वाइफ के बीच में झगड़ा चल रहा है, उसके ऊपर और अपनी स्पेशल एडिशन मिर्च मसाला डाल के हाँ हाँ, तुम्हारा हस्बैंड तो ऐसा ही है, तुम्हारा वाइफ तो ऐसी ही है, वगैरह वगैरह। लेट्स नॉट डू दैट। कर्स करना, if you're cursing somebody, if you are blaming somebody constantly, if you are lying and getting others into trouble, all these things are, speaking evil, and they create extreme levels of bad karma. Gossiping, of course, we have discussed in the previous session. So next is see no evil. Reminds you to see the good things in others. No one is perfect, including spiritual teachers, a very important line. It is an evolving universe where everyone is growing. Moreover, what you see in others often reflects who and what you truly are. The following story beautifully portrays this. So we'll read through the story, but before that, this one line is extremely important, that no one is perfect, including spiritual teachers. स्पिरिचुअल टीचर्स तो दूर की बात है, हम प्राणिक हीलर्स को भी पकड़ लें. इफ अ प्राणिक हीलर मेक्स अ मिस्टेक, द होल वर्ल्ड मेक्स अ ह्यू एंड क्राई आउट ऑफ इट. आप प्राणिक हीलर होते हुए ऐसे कर रहे हो. You are a person who meditates every day and still you are screaming and shouting. You have anger. आपको एडिक्शन है. आपका addiction है. ऐसा कैसे आप प्राणिक हीलर हो रहे? People ask so many weird questions. Sometimes I feel that pranic killers are not human beings. They are like extraordinary, celestial people who cannot get angry, who cannot have addictions, who cannot get ill. Arey, why these thought forms? If anybody is a spiritual person, that doesn't mean that person is not human anymore. So the entire world is evolving, the universe is evolving. The spiritual beings are also evolving. Angels are evolving. It's very simple. We human beings are evolving. हम परफेक्ट नहीं हैं. हमारे अंदर हजारों गलतियां हैं, हजारों फ्लॉज है. मे बी दूसरे लोगों से जो एकदम भी स्पिरिचुअल नहीं है, अगर उनमें 1 लाख फ्लॉज है, तो हम में 1000 फ्लॉज है. सो वी आर बेटर, राइट? बट वी आर नॉट परफेक्ट. नो वन इज परफेक्ट. कोई स्पिरिचुअल गुरु भी परफेक्ट नहीं होता है. इसलिए never think that if a spiritual guru is saying something, it has to be, the most ultimate line. Even our own teacher, Master Chocox, used to say that I am a good human being, I am a intelligent person, I am always trying to become better. So if Master had scope of becoming better, आप और मैं दिल्ली दूर है. Okay? So do not feel that anybody is perfect. Always see the good in others. And this is also a very important line, that हम दूसरों में जो देखते हैं, हम usually वो हमारी खुद की ही छवि होती है. If there is anger within us, we are going to see other people who are getting angry. If there is a particular weakness within us, normally, often you will see other people with that similar weakness. क्योंकि आपको खुद का तस्वीर नहीं दिख रहा है, तो आपको सामने वाले में वो एनर्जी दिखती है. Moving on to the story. Once there was a master named Poyin who had a friend named Sudongpo, who was a poet. One day, the poet sat in front of the master and asked him, "Who do I look like?" The master said, "You look like Buddha." The poet said, "But you look like a pile of shit." The master smiled and said, "The one who is full of Buddha nature sees the Buddha in others, but the one who is full of shit can only see others as a pile of shit." So यहाँ क्या है, ये स्टोरी आप अगर प्राणिक हीलर हो, अगर आपने सोल क्लास किया है, तो ये स्टोरी हमारे सोल बुक में भी है. So हम जो है ना, हम दूसरों में वही चीज देखते हैं. If I am a very nice, sweet, loving, gentle person, I will usually see sweet, loving, gentle people around. I will be able to notice the sweetness in other people. But if I am very rude, I will think other people are being rude. If I am very, very proud, I will look around people and I will see pride in everybody. एक छोटी सी कहानी थी, मुझे अब याद नहीं आ रहा कि एग्जैक्टली कहाँ पे वो मैंने कहानी सुनी थी, बट इट सेज दैट द एंटायर वर्ल्ड इज नथिंग बट मिरर्स. Whatever you look around yourself is actually what is there inside you. एक कहानी थी, मुझे अब एग्जैक्टली याद नहीं आ रहा कि मैंने कहाँ सुनी थी या कहाँ पढ़ी थी, बट इट वाज अ वेरी नाइस स्टोरी विच सेड दैट द एंटायर वर्ल्ड, आपके चारों ओर पे जितने लोग हैं, दे आर नथिंग बट मिरर्स. आप उनके अंदर जो भी देख रहे हो, उसकी उसकी परछाई, उसका छवि आपके अंदर है, तभी आप उसके अंदर वो देख रहे हो. So this is a very high level teaching. Personally, if you say, if you talk of me, मैं आज भी इस teaching को समझने की कोशिश कर रही हूँ. For me, I have not been able to understand this teaching 100%. To some extent, yes, I know I understand it. कि अगर कभी कभी होता है कि मेरा बहुत रफ डे जा रहा है एंड आई एम वेरी इरिटेटेड फ्रॉम इनसाइड, मैं दिखा नहीं रही हूँ, मैं शो नहीं कर रही हूँ, बट आई एम वेरी इरिटेटेड फ्रॉम इनसाइड. I happen to meet people who are very irritated already. एंड मैं उनके अंदर जब इरिटेशन देखती हूँ तो मुझे समझ आता है कि मेरे अंदर भी इरिटेशन है, पर somehow मैं उसे दबाने की कोशिश कर रही हूँ और एक्सप्रेस नहीं करने की कोशिश कर रही हूँ. But then sometimes I do get confused. Like, I don't know. Maybe I really need to understand this at greater levels. To some extent, I do understand this. Third point, see no evil also suggests you avoid watching anything unwholesome. Eyes are the windows to your inner world, and what you see affects your inner state of being. The story of Jacob and his lambs gives an amazing insight to this. So one more story coming up. इसमें क्या बोल रहे हैं कि कोई भी अनहोलसम चीजें मत देखिए. जो हम देखते हैं उसका एक प्रभाव हमारे ऊपर आता है. So just to explain this, I just don't like violent movies. क्योंकि मुझे एकदम पसंद नहीं है. If you show me an action movie or something like that, I just don't like it. Sometimes I have to watch it to give company to certain people, but I just don't like violent. शो मी समथिंग कॉमेडी, आई लव इट. ओके. तो आप जो देखते हो ना, उसका एक प्रभाव आपके ऊपर पड़ता है. सो अगर आप एक बहुत वायलेंट कुछ देख रहे हो, आप डरावना कुछ देख रहे हो, वॉचिंग हॉरर मूवी, और यू आर वॉचिंग सम अग्रेशन, यू नो, लाइक some very nasty things all the time in the movie, in everywhere, वो जो आदत है, वो जो इफेक्ट है, वो कहीं ना कहीं आपके अंदर आएगी आएगी. You will see either you're going to see very violent dreams, या आपका नेचर में वैसा आएगा, or you will have a lot of tendency to eat non-vegetarian food, you know, because animal is being killed and given. So there are a lot of effect which it does on you. So be aware of what you are watching. Okay. Jacob's uncle Laban agreed to give Jacob all lambs born striped, spotted, and speckled. But later, Laban cleverly removed all the striped, spotted, and speckled animals from Jacob's flock. So Jacob took fresh rods of poplar and almond, peeled white streaks in them, and made the rods look stripped and speckled. He then placed them near the water troughs where the flocks came to drink. The flocks that bred in front of the striped and speckled rods also produced striped and speckled and spotted lambs, thus making Jacob rich. So we'll see the story. इस story में क्या है? So Laban or Jacob, Laban was basically the uncle of Jacob, and Jacob was working under Laban. So जेकब के पास बहुत सारे लैम्स थे. लबान ने कहा था कि जो भी लैम्ब spotted आएगा, like you know, black and white spotted or brown and white spotted, या striped होगा, या speckled होंगे, वो सारे मैं तुमको दे दूंगा. ओके. जितने भी लैम्स होंगे जिसके पूरा वन कलर का नहीं होगा, वो सब मैं तुमको दे दूंगा. बट क्लेवरली लबान क्या किया, उसके जो फ्लॉक है, जितने भी उसके पास लैम्स थे, सारे के सारे स्पॉटेड, स्ट्राइप्ड एंड स्पेकल्ड लैम्प्स को उसने हटा दिया. अभी आमतौर पे हम क्या देखते हैं कि if you know two animals are breeding, usually their color will only come in the child, है ना? नॉर्मली हम वही देखते हैं कि मम्मी पापा वाला फीचर ही बच्चे के अंदर आता है। तो अगर सारा स्ट्राइप, सारा स्पेकल, सारा स्पॉटेड को उसने हटा दिया, तो उसने क्या सोचा, कोई चांस ही नहीं है कि कोई बच्चा स्पेकल्ड या स्पॉटेड या स्ट्राइप्ड पैदा हो। अब जेकब ने क्या किया, उसने अपने इंटेलिजेंस को यूज किया। ही टुक आउट सम बार्क्स ऑफ ट्री, पेड़ से उसने कुछ रॉड्स निकाल लिए एंड उनको स्ट्राइप कर दिया, उनको स्पेकल्ड कर दिया, उसमें से थोड़ा थोड़ा करके स्किन हटा हटा के उसको कलरफुल बना दिया। तो देयर वर ब्राउन एंड व्हाइट पैचेस देयर, एंड उनको जहां ये सारे लैम्प्स पानी पीने जाते थे वहां रख दिया। जिस भी लैम्प ने वहां पे ब्रीडिंग की, उन सबके बच्चे स्ट्राइप या स्पेकल्ड या स्पॉटेड हुए। सो व्हाट डज इट शो? यू गेट इन्फ्लुएंस्ड बाय व्हाट यू सी। आप जो देखते हो वो चीज आपको अफेक्ट करता है। Now, this is a very big reason why usually, you know, spiritual people will tell you, doctors will tell you, many important people who understand energy will tell you, never, never eat while watching any kind of violent or bad movies. बहुत बार हम मूवी देखते देखते खाना खाते हैं ना? Never watch violent movies or any kind of negative movies, etc., when you are eating food. Because when you are eating the food, that energy is going inside you, खाने के साथ. And food is supposed to heal you. Food is supposed to give you energy. Food is supposed to give you proper nutrition. आपको जिंदगी जीने के लिए जो एनर्जी चाहिए, जो शक्ति चाहिए, वो आपको फूड से मिलना है। लेकिन अगर फूड के साथ ही वायलेंट एनर्जीज आपके अंदर जा रही हैं, तो हाउ विल योर हेल्थ बी? Right? Too much of dirty energy is going to go inside you. So usually prefer never to eat food while you're watching something especially violent or negative. Okay. When you often watch movie, okay, very nice, written just after that. When you often watch movies full of tragedies and violence, you will get contaminated with the energy of similar emotions or aggression. Also, indulgence in pornography makes you come under the influence of harmful psychic energies that can adversely affect your health and happiness. Psychotherapy graduates, pranic healers, I hope you can understand what they are saying. Hear no evil reminds you that it is bad karma to encourage anyone to speak badly of others. Besides this, people who talk badly about others to you often speak ill of you to others as well. अगर आप किसी के बारे में खराब आज बात कर रहे हो, कल आप किसी और के बारे में बात करोगे, राइट? तो अगर कोई आज मेरे पास आके गॉसिप कर रहा है, वो मेरी गॉसिप भी किसी और के पास जाके करेगी. So this we need to prevent. Of course, at times you may want to know the weakness of someone to help the person with proper guidance. So this particular line, at times you may want to know the weakness of someone to help the person with proper guidance. And in page number 63 also there was a line. However, you may talk about the faults of others or politely condemn the flaws in any system to help people recognize and overcome their shortcomings. These two lines. ये दो लाइन पे एक बार फोकस करेंगे. यहाँ पे क्या बोला गया है? If I have to help somebody, if I'm not gossiping or I'm not trying to injure somebody, but I'm in a position like, say, for example, I'm the manager of a company. I have employees under me. I have people who are working under me. I'm supposed to give them a feedback or I'm supposed to give them a appraisal. In such situation, I will have to discuss their flaws. या फिर मैं एक एचआर मैनेजर हूँ और मुझे ट्रेनिंग देनी है. अगर मैं सामने वाले के गुड्स एंड बैड्स को नहीं जानूंगी, उनके फ्लॉज को नहीं जानूंगी, उनका वो कहाँ फंस रहे हैं ये नहीं जानूंगी, हाउ विल आई गिव देम ट्रेनिंग? है ना? So if I am in a position where I have to help somebody, now say for example, I counsel people. If I don't know what is negative going inside you, how will I counsel you correctly? है ना? काउंसलिंग करते वक्त मुझे शायद आपको कई बार आपके गलतियां भी बतानी पड़ेंगी. I will have to tell that this is where you're going wrong. Maybe I have to scold you a bit. Maybe I have to tell you something a little strongly. So, based on certain necessities, maybe you will have to discuss the negative aspect. Maybe you will have to see the negative in the people. Maybe you will have to talk some negative things. But this is for a purpose. मेरा पर्पस किसी को इंजर करना नहीं है. मेरा पर्पस किसी को हेल्प करना है. Okay? In such situations, it is okay. This does not generate negative karma. However, try to do it as politely as possible. This is very, very important. अगर कोई मेरे पास आता ही है हेल्प के लिए कि मैंने एक गलती कर दी है, मैं कहीं फंस गया हूं, मुझे हेल्प चाहिए, वहां आपको नेगेटिव बातें सुननी भी पड़ेंगी. वहां आपको उनका नेगेटिव देखना भी पड़ेगा कि व्हाट आर द शॉर्टकमिंग्स, व्हाट आर द वीकनेसेस ऑफ दिस पर्सन. वहां आपको सामने वाले को हेल्प भी करना पड़ेगा. You will have to listen, see, and talk negative with that person to help that person because that person has asked for help. That person has made some mistake. He or she wants to improve. In this situation, you are not generating negative karma. Rather, you are generating positive karma because you are helping somebody. So this is okay. But try to be as polite as possible with a smile. The first thing which usually people should say, even if you are saying something negative, even if you're going to scold somebody, even if you're going to point out the weaknesses of somebody. So this is also taught by Master Tchaikovsky. First, say three good things, and then say the negative, and again end with something good. Okay, so this is called in modern days and in among the trainers, it's called the sandwich approach. Called the sandwich approach. आपको अगर आपके काम के चलते या नेसेसिटी है कि आपको कुछ नेगेटिव बोलना ही पड़ेगा, सामने वाले को गुस्सा करना पड़ेगा या उसको कुछ सिखाना पड़ेगा, you have to train that person. You will have to point out the weaknesses of that person. You do it. But you first say three good things. Because remember, no human being or no aspect, nothing in this world can be 100% negative. कुछ ना कुछ पॉजिटिव होगा ही होगा. It is your responsibility to first find that three positive. So first say the three positive things. Then if you need, you say whatever is negative, whatever has to improve, wherever is the weakness. जहां पे भी सामने वाले को आपको पकड़ के देना जरूरी है कि ये आपको सुधारना है, यहाँ आपने गलती की या ये आपको नहीं करना चाहिए था. And then again end it with something positive. With a sweet note, with a nice note, with a love note, you end it with something positive. So this is called the sandwich attitude or sandwich approach, which again Master used to teach. As far as I have heard a story from some, either from Sri Ram or from some Acharya, that if you had to go and complain to Master, okay, somebody has done this, somebody is doing that, or somebody is, I'm coming with a complaint regarding somebody. First, Master used to stop that person and say, first tell me three good things about this man, or three good things about this woman. And first you had to tell three good things, and then he said, okay, now give me your complaint. By the time, half of the time the people would just go away without complaining. तीन अच्छी चीजें बोलने के बाद मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम वो बुरी चीज पे बोलते ही नहीं थे, वही से चले जाते थे, मास्टर अपने काम में लग जाते थे. चलो, प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व. So if we can take this approach, we can save our karma big time. Big time. If we can control our tongue, our eyes, and our ear, all these three things, if we can keep these three things in control, then I think maybe 70% of our karma, roughly I'm saying, can be just taken care of just out here. हम एक्शन में क्या कर रहे हैं वो तो अलग आ गया, वो उसके साथ आ रहा है। बट अगर हम सिर्फ बोलना, सुनना और देखना, इस तीन चीज पे अगर हम कंट्रोल लेके आ जाए, 70% हमारा कर्मा वही सुधर जाएगा। And remember, it's not going to happen all of a sudden. It's not going to happen in one day. It will take time. It will need practice. We will make mistake again and again. You have to erase that mistake and make a firm resolution that I will do it better the next time. आज gossip कर लिया, कोई बात नहीं, cut, cut, cut. Tomorrow I will not gossip. I will be more aware. Today I saw some violent things and maybe I enjoyed seeing it. It's okay. चलो कोई बात नहीं. Never mind. From tomorrow, let's see if I can find something more sweet, something more funny, nice. Maybe today, people were talking bad things and I just stayed there and I just listened to it. A lot of crap has gone into me. Chalo, koi baat nahi. Let it go. Tomorrow, I will try to avoid such gossips and such people around me who are going to speak evil. Okay. So, day by day, even if we can improve by 1%, even if we can stop ourselves from making one mistake, even if we can make one thing better, overall you will see you are going to become better and better every day. तो ये जरूरी नहीं है कि हम कल के कल संत बन जाए, ये जरूरी है कि हम हर दिन एक छोटी सी कोशिश करें बेहतर बनने की. That's it. Okay, so and then we'll become the three banders of Gandhiji, or just like the three monkeys here in the story, that we are not seeing anything evil, we are not speaking anything evil, and we are not hearing anything evil. So that being said, this is the end of this chapter. I mean, this particular key. So we will not go ahead with the story, but last day after the session, I had two or three very interesting questions put up to me. I will like to answer them. I have answered them already, but I like to answer them again for everyone. तो दो तीन बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग सवाल मुझे पिछले सेशन के बाद पूछा गया था, और मैं चाहती हूँ कि उनके जो जवाब है वो मैं सबके लिए दूं. So one of the question that was asked is, this is very difficult. It is not easy. Every time if you have to think कि मैं सही कर रही हूँ कि नहीं, मेरा कर्मा कहीं गलत तो नहीं हो जा रहा है, am I doing good, am I doing bad, what will be the consequences. Okay, so it is not easy. You become very हमेशा डर में जीना कि कहीं मुझसे गलती तो नहीं हो जा रही है, कहीं मेरा कर्मा तो खराब नहीं हो जा रहा है, इसका रिजल्ट क्या आएगा, है ना. So it's like always living in a fear. Am I going to do something wrong, or is something bad going to come to me, है ना. So this is like you are not living a very normal life. You are always thinking about karma, what to say, what not to say, what to do, what not to do, what to see, what not to see, what to hear, what not to hear. इतना कुछ सोच के जिंदगी जीना पड़ेगा. So the question that was asked to me is कि जिंदगी की जो नॉर्मल सी है वो ही तो चली गई है, खत्म हो गई है. We are looking around, all the people around us are living such a free life. They are not bothered about anything. जो मन में आए बोल देते हैं, जो मन में आए कर लेते हैं. हमें सोच सोच के जिंदगी बितानी पड़ती है ना. So sometimes people even feel that we are boring, we are not interesting people, है ना. People are going to call you all by the names that you have become a माता, and आप तो बाबा जी बन गए हो, and अभी तो आप एकदम, आप तो जंगलों में या पहाड़ों में चले जाओ. It's like your own family members might tell you this कि तुम्हारे साथ ना बात करने में मजा नहीं आता, you become very boring, तुम तो जब भी देखो मेडिटेशन मेडिटेशन करते हो, सुबह वेकिंग अप एंड डूइंग मेडिटेशन, रात को सोने से पहले आई एम अफर्मेशन, बीच रास्ते में फॉरगिवनेस, कभी ये सेशन कभी वो सेशन, मतलब यू हैव लॉस्ट इट कंप्लीटली. You don't want to watch pornography, you don't want to watch this movie, you don't want to watch violent movies. So people might tell you that you have become abnormal. you know you have not only become a prani killer, but you've become abnormal. You have lost the fun of the life. पहले बाहर जाते थे दोस्तों के साथ तो हुक्का पी लेते थे, अभी हुक्का पीते तो लगता है लंग्स अफेक्टेड हो जा रहा है. So earlier you used to go out for a disco or something. You could easily drink alcohol and everything like that. Maybe now you need to consider that after the party I need to go home and heal somebody. You cannot heal somebody when you are intoxicated, right? So you have to think so many things. So the fun is all out of life. Pranic healer बनने का मतलब, yeah, spiritual, not only about pranic healing. If you become spiritual, if you follow ISKCON, if you follow Lord Krishna's teachings, even tea and coffee will be gone. My coffee, ये भी चला जाएगा. How can I take a session without coffee? I need to think. Okay. So, if you become spiritual, a lot of things are going to change in your life. जिंदगी आसान नहीं होगी. जिंदगी थोड़ी डिफिकल्ट हो जाएगी, थोड़ी बोरिंग हो सकती है. ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि हम अपने चारों ओर जब दूसरे को देखें, जो लोग एकदम फ्री में मस्ती में जिंदगी जी रहे, कोई परवाह नहीं, कोई फिक्र नहीं, तो हमें लगे कि यार ये जिंदगी बेटर है, हमने क्यों ही चुना ये वाली जिंदगी. दिस इज 100% पॉसिबल. नाउ व्हाट टू डू, दैट्स द क्वेश्चन. सो आई कैन ओनली गिव यू माय आंसर. इट्स नॉट कि दिस इज द अल्टीमेट आंसर. You need to select your path on your own. But according to me, number one, what we are getting against what we are giving. हम लोग जो चीजें दे रहे, छोड़ दे रहे, उसके अगेंस्ट हमें जो मिल रहा है, आई थिंक दैट इज मच मोर valuable, much priceless, important to us. Like if you have to tell me that, like if really, like, I don't think the tea or coffee is that bad, though I just have only one cup a day or something like that. But even if I have to say that, even if Lord Krishna says that, Piyali, you need to leave this, but you will get me, I think it's not a bad deal, right? So कहीं ना कहीं हमें सोचना पड़ेगा कि हम क्या खो रहे हैं और हमें क्या मिल रहा है. अगर जो मिल रहा है वो ज्यादा वैल्यूएबल है, then accept it with a smile. Number two, धीरे धीरे you will see you are going to make new friends who will be vibrating at your level. Your school and college friends who used to have hookah and drinks and alcohol and who used to roam around people, watch pornography, maybe slowly they are going to go away from you or reduce in number, but you will make new friends. Maybe spiritual friends, friends in pranic healing, friends who are going to have same thoughts like you. ओके. तो कहीं ना कहीं आप देखोगे यही जो सेम चीज हमने इस सेशन में भी किया, कि आप जैसे हो ना, आप अपने चारों ओर पे वैसे लोगों को अट्रैक्ट करोगे, right? So, you will see eventually you're going to attract people who are also having knowledge about karma, who have a spiritual background, who have something to do with spirituality, with God, with good habits, with waking up early, with exercising, with meditating. So, ऐसा नहीं है कि आप जिंदगी में अकेले रह जाओगे, आप नए दोस्त बनाओगे. Okay? And so you need to accept the new friends with a smile. And yes, very rightly said by Hitendra ji, the fun in the life can be with moderation. Master never said that stop alcohol at all or any spirituality. Now, of course, some religions, some spiritual aspects will tell you zero. As I said, if you're following ISKCON, then tea, coffee, alcohol is zero. There is no space for it. So it is your choice. ये आपका चॉइस है कि मैं मॉडरेशन में किस चीज को करना चाहता हूँ या करना चाहती हूँ, किसको मैं कंप्लीटली छोड़ देना चाहती हूँ, छोड़ देना चाहता हूँ. एंड व्हाट आर द थिंग्स व्हिच इज इंपॉर्टेंट इन माय लाइफ एंड आई डू नॉट वांट टू लीव दैट. सो इट्स नॉट दैट यू आर बाउंड टू डू इट, but you choose, you make your own choices. If I want to go out for a party one day, I need to schedule my healing that I don't come back home and I heal. So if I want to get drunk, if I want to have a few drinks or something like that, I can go ahead and do it. If I want to watch some movie or something like that, it's my choice. I know how to heal my chakras. I can do it. अगर मुझे एक दिन हुक्का पीना ही है, I know how to clean my lungs, so I'll deal with it. Instead of you now you becoming a बाबाजी and लोगों को भी मना कर रहे हो कि नहीं नहीं कोई मेरे सामने हुक्का नहीं पिएगा और हम भी हुक्का नहीं पिएंगे and दूर रखो इसको and all that stuff. Your choice. You want to do that, you do it. You don't want to do that, you if you want to take an hookah, you take an hookah, but you know how to heal yourself. Take out that energy from yourself. Shield yourself. Master has given all the choices, all the techniques. If you're a pranic healer, even if you're not a pranic healer, see कि कौन से techniques हम use कर सकते हैं to prevent ourselves from protect ourselves. Okay, so these are the three main important points. Number one, as I would just quickly repeat, that you need to select what you are getting and what you are giving. Which one is more important? Number two, you need to also make your own calls, your own decisions. Okay, what am I going to continue? What am I going to do in moderation? What am I going to leave completely? Right? No one is under a foundation. And of course, the last point as well, that you will be making new friends, you will be getting into a new zone, new learnings, new teachings, new practices, new way of having fun. So now a very strange way of having fun for us, sometimes we pranic healers, is to just, sit and listen to master stories. So that's also a definition of fun sometimes for us. कि कभी एक अच्छा सा session attend कर लिया तो मजा आ गया. Something like that, So the definition of fun might also change for you. So it depends. Definitely life थोड़ी difficult हो जाती है और ये सिर्फ आपके लिए नहीं, ये हम सबके लिए true है. But let's try to find our own path, our own, yes, our own new ways and new means of doing things. Okay, so that's what I wanted to answer. That was a very important and nice question given to me earlier. So we will move on with the meditation. Are we all ready? So today in the meditation, we are going to make a strong affirmation that may we be given the inner strength to see what is right, to hear what is right, to speak what is right. Again, may we be given the inner strength to stop ourselves from seeing what is wrong, hearing what is wrong, and of course, speaking what is wrong. So we are all super, super receptive to the energies of the twin heart meditation. May the divine love, divine light, and divine power of the meditation heal us, cleanse our chakras and aura completely today, and bless us with a positive inner strength. In full faith, so be it.